If you're new here, I'm Cathy.
I'm Tom.
And we're the Marvelous Donohues.
Marbleheads, welcome.
That was kind of a small welcome.
Welcome. How about I do it again? Welcome.
That's right.
I wanted to extend it out a little bit. Welcome.
I like it. I like it. I guess you can get used to anything.
That's right. I don't have my Captain America shirt on right now.
Because this is not Captain America Day.
That's right. What is it?
What If Wednesday.
That's right. What If Wednesday.
Yes.
Episode 6 or 7. I can't remember.
You know what? We'll have to round that back and I'll put it in the bottom. But this is the episode about Thor coming to Earth to party. But before we start that, we want to let you know that you are watching the Marvelous Donohues, and we are the #1 Disney Plus Marvel review show in the world.
In the universe! And that's cinematic and otherwise.
And that's strictly our opinion, but we tell the truth if you watch this show.
I'm just going to give you a little shout out to our subscribers. Thank you for subscribing and believing in us like we believe in you.
That's right.
22 subscribers. So thank you.
Thank you. And guess what? We have not forgotten about the 20 subscriber giveaway.
That's right.
Even though we've passed that by 2. So what we need for you to do is like, subscribe, and comment on our last video, okay? And then go over to our Instagram page, like and subscribe, and comment on the Killmonger photo. And listen, you guys, really comment about what you liked about that episode,
or what you didn't like.
Yeah. And what are you looking forward to in the next episodes? We've been getting some scratch, I don't even know what that is. Maybe some sort of secret code, but that does not count as a comment on the show about the show or the episode.
That's right.
That we're talking about, okay?
Right. We want real for our ESL friends.
Yes.
We like real English phrases.
That's right.
Sentences.
Yes.
And maybe a little punctuation in there.
That's right. Just a little bit. And speaking of ESL, welcome.
Bienvenidos, amigos. ¿Cómo estás?
Bonjour. And konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa, wow.
Yeah, and
so
I know that it's kamsahamnidam, Korean, but I think that means thank you. But thank you for watching and tuning in.
Thank you, because you really make our channel what it is. And
it does.
We really thank you for that.
We do. So you know what? Enough of this small talk, contest talk, and thank yous. Let's get started. You know what? Sis, I was really into this episode because it is so cute. What if Thor didn't have a brother? And it was just, listen, you guys, it was like a rom-com, romantic comedy for those of you who are watching around the world. But I don't know, I'm a sucker for romance.
You are. She is a sucker for romance. I've been married to her for for 23 years.
23 years.
She is really a romantic. If that's even possible. Double romantic.
Romance of romance. And I thought it was cute, but it was funny too.
Yeah, somebody help me out. I'm trying to wrap my mind around Thor without a beard.
Yeah.
I need to wrap my mind around that. I can't clean shaven Thor.
It was good though. So in this episode, Thor's dad, the king, has gone into his deep sleep, and the mom's gone to visit her friends to hang out. And she told Thor that he needed to study if he wanted to be king one day.
And remember now, the backdrop is there's no Loki. There's no fall guy. There's nobody in the back that's being the god of mischief. If you've watched other episodes, and I hope you Stop now. Go back and watch every single episode and come back. We'll be here when you come back.
No, we won't.
Don't do that. But anyway, Loki's nickname in that timeline is the God of Mischief. So there's no more God of Mischief in this particular segment.
No. So Thor is left up to his own devices with his friends. So he decides that he's gonna go down to Earth and go down there and have a party.
And where else? But of course, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Except if you're Marvel and it's What If.
Yes, because he's like calling all of his friends from the other galaxies and universes to come down and party with him. So he's got so many different people there, and they are having a good time.
Too good a time. So we have some characters that come into play. Now, of course, if you watch Thor, you know about Jane. Jane the scientist, played by Natalie Portman. Natalie, if you're watching, hope you are. Please comment as well.
Yes, please.
And, of course, her sidekick. You know, I don't know her
I don't even know
name.
that girl's name.
And she was in, if you've watched WandaVision, you know she was in WandaVision as one of the, I guess we'll call them nuclear scientists, nuclear physicists, trying to find Wanda.
Yes. And let's see, who else was there? Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy,
yes.
Yes, they were there. And, don't forget, Loki was there, but he was in, what were they called? Loki's tribe of people? Because he is like an ice kid.
Yeah, he's like from the Icemen or the Ice King, Ice people.
Yeah, so he was big because, just quickly, because I don't want to take up too much time on this. We were watching and commenting on someone else's YouTube page, and the great question was, what would Loki look like if he were one of those, like himself?
Yes.
He had originated, because they were really big people. They were blue. So here comes a big blue Loki in his horns. And I thought he and Thor were going to fight. But he says, hey, you're my brother from another mother. They're actually really good friends. So.
And, you know, the thing I liked, the thing I liked about the show, the episode, is that, despite the fact that he's not his brother, I still felt like they had a brotherly love that transcended a lot of different galaxies and a lot of different, no matter where he was, Loki could be there and be like, hey, how you doing, bro?
It was so cute. It was so cute. So Jane met him and they were hanging out all night and ended up in a hotel room together, but it was still PG-13.
That's right.
So, and who comes? The lady that's with Samuel Jackson. What's that girl's name? I know, we should know this, you guys. But the lady comes that works with Samuel L. Jackson.
Captain Marvel?
No. Well, she does show up. Yeah, you're giving it away. Captain Marvel.
Sorry, spoiler alert.
Yeah. Captain Marvel show up. But before her, what's that girl that? She's like Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, you mean the girl Colby Smulders?
Yes, exactly.
You know what? I will be very honest with you. I do not know Colby Smulders' show name, character name.
Well, she shows up at Jane's room. It's like, Jane, are you alone?
Right.
We got to talk to you because you first alerted us.
And Coulson came. Remember Agent Coulson came? Yeah, Agent Coulson was there.
Yeah. So it was super cute. So they call in Captain Marvel to get Thor under control.
Right. And if you remember in the episode, if you've watched this episode, please do. They pull out the old pager.
Oh yes, they
remember
did.
That? Yeah, for those of you, just as a technical spoiler alert,
millennials
before internet and before YouTube, there was a thing called a pager.
Yeah,
which you would put in a little number to a keypad, and it would go beep 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 beep, and then it would have your phone number. You'd actually have to call that number back. So that's just a little technological.
And it was first used by doctors, and then it went mainstream, and then it went to cell phones or whatever.
Exactly, and now what you have today.
Yeah. So anyway,
You digress.
They are, I know you said this time, so they are slugging it out because he's like, you're a party pooper. She's like, no, I'm not. Go back to your own planet. We can't be down here hanging out and having a good time, right?
See, what I thought was, here's what I thought was going to happen. I thought that Captain Marvel was going to kind of like fall for Thor, like, because
I thought
he's so what she's not. You see, her character, she's still very austere. You know, Carol Danvers, she's still very Carol Danvery, but if that's even a phrase.
You know.
And Thor is very, in this timeline, he's like, hey, I'm really the life of the party.
He is the life of the party.
And I thought he was going to fall for her because she was so stable, like not what he was. So that's kind of what I thought was going to happen, but
did not happen. It wasn't that kind of meet cute because they're like pommeling each other.
No, it was like meet pummel.
Yeah. But he wanted, the party. And she was like, listen, go to your own planet. You're destroying this planet,
Exactly.
So, meanwhile, while they're fighting each other, Jane is back with the girl. What's her name?
The scientist.
Yeah, no, Jane's with the girl, but she's also with the lead girl that was trying to get rid of him.
Kobe Smolder.
Yeah, Kobe Smolder. So he's, so they're like, hey, listen, if he doesn't straighten up, we are going to nuke him, get him out in the middle of the desert or Idaho or something, and we're just going to nuke him. So they start fighting, and Jane hears this because Jane still likes him. She's like, oh, he's interesting. I like it, right? So, they're fighting, and then Jane somehow makes an intergalactic call to the guy that controls the in and out of Asgard. Oh gosh, I'm terrible at the names tonight, you guys. Not Samuel L. Jackson, the sexiest man alive or whatever. The black guy, he wouldn't be changed.
Oh, you mean Idris Elba?
Idris Elba. Remember, he controls the in and out. So she calls Idris Elba. He somehow beams her up, and it says, "Oh, he's Thor's in trouble, and you need to call his mom." So he beams her to where the mom is on another galaxy.
It's like, hey, we're gonna fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
We're gonna call your mom.
Right. It's so crazy. So she meets her, and she's like, you don't know me, I'm Jane, but Thor's on Earth. He's getting ready to get nuked. It's something bad. And she's like, what is going on? So she makes this call to Thor and was like, Thor, what are you doing on Earth? Oh, I think it's called Midgard. That's what Earth is called.
Midgard, yeah. As opposed to Asgard, which is where
it's like, what are you doing on Midgard? He's like, oh, nothing, mother. I'm just studying, and we're just, we're on a cultural exchange, right?
Right.
And Kobe Smolder's like, okay, we don't have to nuke him now. I think this has been taken care of. She was like, I'm coming here. And boy, you better be doing some cultural exchanging.
Yeah.
So she turns back to her friends and stuff. I gotta go. Thor's acting up. He's on Midgard or something. So she starts heading down there. Thor's trying to get everybody to help him clean up. And that was just so funny. I was like, are you kidding me? So some of his friends, of course, Loki's like, I don't care what your mom doing. I'm out of here. So he leaves them to clean up the mess. Okay. But then some of the other guys, the other intergalactic guys, took pity on him to help him clean up. So when his mom finally got there, he's like sitting on the ground, and they're all like, he's supposed to be teaching. Hello, this is what we do. Yeah. And she's like, I don't believe you.
She's a good mom. I wouldn't believe me.
Like, what kind of shenanigans is going on around here? So then, look, I'm telling you guys the whole story. I'm sorry. I just thought it was adorable. So Captain Marvel comes in and saves his bacon, gives him an iPad, and was like, here's all the information you asked for, Thor. And she was like, so he really is on a culture exchange? And she's like, yes, very much so. And then at the end, you got your meet cute. He knocks on Jane's trailer in the desert. It was like, I'm sorry, Jane. And asked for a date. And it was just, I was like, it's so cute.
And I liked about, to kind of wrap up here, I like the I like the fact that it wasn't like the normal What If
I know
series. There wasn't that horrific conflagration of whatever was going on, and it was just, it's kind of like, I felt like they took a step back in the universe and said, you know what, let's look at something, beautiful, loving, a little different,
funny,
a little different viewpoint, which I like. Yeah, I like.
Exactly. If you like rom-coms, and I do, I liked it a lot. The deviation from like derriere. Sorry.
Derriere.
The deviation from the norm was refreshing.
It was.
And it gave us time to kind of laugh at ourselves and think about something different.
Right, exactly.
But you guys, I've talked enough. I think I'm gonna out-talk Tom on this one.
What? Is that possible? It was.
Yes.
She's a rom-com expert.
I am.
So if you have any rom-com questions,
Look,
I am her. DM her.
I know. I should be writing for Lifetime. I got a couple of books I'm working on. I should be
or
writing.
maybe she should write for Disney. Let us know what you think.
I know.
Because everyone tells me she's a great storyteller, which I believe.
Oh, thanks, honey.
You're welcome. I love you, sweetie.
I love you too. But that's it for now.
That's it.
I'm Cathy.
I'm Tom.
And we're the Marvelous Donohues. And we shall see you next time.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.